You die, huh, Uchikoshi? Nice one. I haven't addressed a lot of these names for a while, because I've been forgetting to, basically. So I wanted to make sure I addressed this, so sorry that this is kind of awkwardly at the beginning. Hi friends, welcome back to the HITOMI files. Sorry, my brain just like, listen, it's the 26th, I haven't played this game in a while, I'm coming off of not doing much of requiring a whole lot of brain yesterday. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I played a lot of Hades because I tend to like to spend holidays doing things I really love to do. And I actually recorded it. I'm pretty proud, but it did not feel like work at all, because I really wanted to do that. That's kind of a lie, but anyway, welcome back to the HITOMI files. I'm sorry that, like, I don't know, I was just not ready to say that piece there. But, like, last time, Mizuki had her training arc, and now she's gonna beat up everyone that's led to her father's death. And, she's actually been the protagonist all this time. That's the big twist that, Uchikoshi has going for us. I mean, in a way, I know that that's true, because the second game does that. But yeah, I'm really excited for her to beat up some foos to save Date's life or something, because if that doesn't happen by the end of this game, I feel like Uchikoshi duped me, because if that wasn't foreshadowing, I don't know what is. She really is really fucking strong, and she started lifting weights after she could do that. I'm terrified to think of what she can do now. So that's all I can really remember from last episode, because I loved that so damn much. At least off the top of my brain, so I'm trying to dig back and remember. Oh yeah, there was also another iteration of... I really want to know what the hell goes on when they go to that warehouse and So ends up... Like, again, I'm assuming So right now, but it doesn't make sense if it's anyone else right now. It could have been one of the Kumakuras, actually, that whole time, but it's like one of those 4 people that we keep running into around the Kumakura building. I say keep because we've only seen So there once, but... I digress. Yeah, so we dove into Iris' subconscious, and there was something about her kissing So, or some being doing so. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, dude? I hope it doesn't mean anything actually sexual, because ew. But we'll see? I have no fucking clue, man. All I know is that they might actually have had some sort of plan that involved meeting So or killing him or something. I don't know, man. I really don't. Like, that sinister fucking smile that Oda has when he knocks Date out. Was he really planning something sinister all along? I don't think in relation to Iris, but I feel like Ota sets those plans in motion somehow every time, but I don't really know, man. All I know is that that thing that they mentioned in text conversations probably has something to do with that warehouse, regardless. I feel like that smile Oda has means something. Like, what he's probably trying to do is do some sort of plan that lets him win Iris' love or some shit, I don't know. And, it ends up leading to them almost being killed. I have no fucking clue, dude. I'm really grasping at straws as to what the hell happens when Date gets knocked out. Because, what? How do they get to the warehouse? Why do they go there? What's with the killing? What's with the bear costume and the whole setup? Well, actually, the bear costume and the whole streaming setup is probably in order to frame Ota for it. Instead of a third party being there whatsoever, as far as the official story, that's probably why it's set up that way, but if it is So that set out to do this, and I think so, yes, why? Like, why Iris? Don't quite know, man. All I know is they've definitely wanted her. The Kumakuras, I think, definitely want her. Because there was that group of, I do think, Kumakuras, I think, that were trying to nab her that one time. I still don't know who those are, but Nizer Lost definitely doesn't exist. We know that now, so speaking of which, I really wonder what kind of weird stuff is going to happen if we go ahead and believe her. I have a feeling siding with Iris, who's literally not mentally fit to be making any sort of decisions like that and deductions like that. I don't know, man. I kind of want to never touch that site if I don't have to. We'll see. But I have this feeling I very well may have to, because there's not as much branching here as in, for example... Well, I was about to name a specific Zero Escape game, but really all of them. Definitely. So, I probably need to go through all the branches in order to unlock all the things that I still have locked. I'm not sure, but either way, we're not worrying about any of that right now. But yeah, right now I just want to get stuck into it, because I actually yesterday kind of wanted to record this, but I definitely wanted to make sure I did something that I particularly would just really enjoy and didn't feel like work whatsoever. So I recorded a bunch of Hades and napped a bunch yesterday, as well as keeping in contact with people as much as I can, but it wasn't very much yesterday. Sometimes, you know, all the normal holiday stuff I can't really do, especially not what most people end up doing at Christmas. I can't do that much gift giving and stuff, and people in my life don't expect me to. And that's a really big relief. Anyway, where do I want to go first? I'd like to march up to So and be like, you motherfucker, as soon as possible. But I'm afraid to go to the diner, because I feel like it's literally just going to be Mayumi being angry at me again. And I'm just like, I'd rather not deal with that right away, so I'll probably do that last, frankly. But then what order do I do things otherwise? I feel like I should check up on Iris and Oda. I mean, Oda did save her life, but what if he literally meant for that to happen in order to save her life? I hope not. But that's part of what that smile might have meant or something. Because, like, with his fucking savior complex specifically toward her, I wouldn't put that past him, basically. Of, like, I want both of our lives to be in danger so I can save her. That fucking clown. Anyway. Yeah, this is just what we should do anyway. Hey, Tommy.
Are you okay?
Well, she's more okay than she would have been if Iris died this time, so... Well, at least there's that.
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting.
What happened to her? Did something happen to her? I forget entirely.
Iris's surgery was
Okay,
successful.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's just waiting around for, of course, like... What else is she gonna do when her daughter's in the hospital, right? Like, duh, brain.
They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
Yeah. It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
And considering one of her shoulders is injured, that must have hurt. I feel like I shouldn't joke about that, but it was right there.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to save her this time, because I'm tired of Iris dying. It's kind of like... Well, it's not as much as... the amount of times, not even close to, it's only been twice, whereas Alice and VLR died so many fucking times in so many different routes. But yeah, I was getting tired of Iris dying, because it's very impactful when it does happen. It feels like there's more weight to death in this game. It's not such a common and constantly looming thing. Because in Zero Escape, everyone's always in danger. That's kind of part of the gimmick. In this game, that's not really true, so like, death is in a way, like, more impactful, because you're not expecting it as much, although certainly a good amount. Kazuchi Koshi is evil, as we all know. I want to jump straight to this question, get it out of the fucking way, because... I'm dead. What about Iris and So?
So, Seijima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Yeah, why would she? That's the thing, man, but... Man, like, he had dreams of killing her, what... Like, There's some reason he wants to kill her. And I think it's because the Yakuza targeted her and her for a long time, but now it's just Iris that they really want to kill. They're not really caring about her anymore. And I wonder what the hell that's about. I just realized that, but yeah. The target was initially her and Iris. Now it's just Iris, really. If I don't have to ask this one, I'm not going to. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to add. I feel like that's just gonna be part of Date's job. But like, I would not ever peg her with the very idea that she would harm her daughter, or despite who Oda is, you know, someone who cares about her daughter very much. He doesn't care about anyone else, but you know, still. He does seem to care about his mom though. But a lot of that's probably because she lets him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Iris lost her left eye.
Yeah.
They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
Did we know about this?
Monica Iwai, my best friend.
Oh.
One of the only friends I had.
Okay, I don't think we've heard about this bird. You know what? I bet this Monica Iwai was one of those first victims, and you know why I bet she's bringing this up? Because of the left eye thing. Or the right eye in that case, actually. The eye thing.
While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
Hug, 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 hug!
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
Hugs, man. Again, I think the reason that it went that way is because of the eye thing. Because that was a few years ago now. So I have a feeling that Monica Iwai was one of the first women. Please don't make me ask about her fucking alibi. She didn't do shit. But what about Oda?
I am so thankful for Oda.
Honestly, I wish I didn't kind of agree that he's a more redeemable figure than I felt. Because he definitely risked his neck. But, like, would he do that if it wasn't Iris? I don't think so. Considering, for example, the Mizuki incident at the beginning of the game. So, I feel like if it wasn't Iris, he wouldn't have done shit. Although, I kind of feel like I need to justify Oda a little bit right now, because I just thought about something. What if he thinks that the only thing he can really do, the only person he can really please, the only person that he can really do a lot for is Iris? Because I've been in similar situations like that, but, like, mentally, but that doesn't justify a lot of the shit he does. I'm just kind of saying that might be part of the angle he's in.
Oda saved Iris, didn't he?
Yeah.
I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say.
Well, actually, no. If we didn't go there, she'd be dead. But we only know that because we've seen another way this can happen that she hasn't. Because she's in... I don't know what the heck... There's definitely something different about the parallel worlds in this one. I don't think there's Esper shit going on here, but then what is it?
It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
Hugs, hugs, hugs. Okay, good. Thankfully I don't have to ask her about that, so, yeah.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Oh my god, he turned into Commander Shepard for a second. I love Mass Effect, by the way. I've definitely done it on the channel already, but I intend to eventually do a Let's Play that's modded, and it's like a roleplay type thing. One day. By on the channel, I just streamed it, basically, but I really want to do like a very comprehensive, well-edited, well-structured Let's Play of it, because I love that series a lot, and I've been itching to play it again, so... Perhaps soonish. I really do feel guilty about how little I ended up talking to people around Christmas, but I was tired and I felt a little burned out and I needed to just like, have a lot of alone time around that time. And it's not like I didn't contact anyone. Granted, a lot of my contacting people came from them contacting me first, but still, man, I did what I could there, and I didn't overextend myself very much, which people that really have my best interest in mind wouldn't want me to do anyway. So all I know is I intend to get back to working and peopling more as soon as possible. And all I know is that right now I get up and what I want to do is be on my own and work on stuff like this. And occasionally, I actually want to reach out to people. When I do that, it's authentic, and so I do it. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel right because it feels like coming from a place of obligation alone. And I feel like they deserve better than that. Even if I feel like they deserve me to contact them more than I do. It's complicated as fuck, man. Anyway, next up, let's go to the crime scene, and then I guess get yelled at, probably. I mostly want to go here first, because, like, logically it makes sense to me
Two
that
cars.
he would, that if he was already suspecting so, which he should be, that he would, want to check up on the evidence so that he has evidence to grill him with, but I know that doesn't really matter, because you can go to these places in any order, but because that makes roleplay sense to me in a way, and because I want an order so I can get on with it, There we go. That's my order.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
I was really excited to get back to this game. This game is fucking special, dude. Like, I thought Zero Escape was a special series to me, and it is, but man, there's something special about this game in a lot of ways. Police officer. Asked him about the investigation, but there's been no progress.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Wait a fucking... That's... That is an interesting direct tie to Oda and his mom.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car!
Yeah! The thing is going here for some
Ota's
reason.
fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gear shift.
But, what does that mean?
Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat.
So there we go.
Those were the only prints recently made.
Yeah, so they went here on purpose, and that's what that thing refers to, but what was it? What I'm thinking the thing is one of those texts, like the ones that were sent to Mizuki.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
That's really interesting.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Wait, excuse me? Why both of them?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car.
Why two different motherfucking vehicles in one... Excuse me?
There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m.
Wait, so... I'm really confused. So he drove her over there. Then somehow he ended up leaving or something, being around the convenience store, then he stole the car and came back. What the fuck happened? What?
That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
The fuck happened? Why does... Why? Like, okay, so I feel like Uchikoshi wants to hide some truth here. And that's why he made this so fucking complicated with the same person driving two cars in one night. Somehow being here and then leaving without a car and then having to go back. What?
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Good. Because hopefully they can figure out what the fuck that thing is then.
I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
Well, I was wondering why we couldn't go in yet. But it's because we needed to address the cars. They're
Wow,
obviously
it's
important.
cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Okay, Kagami. Can we do the thing? Of course we can! After last time where you couldn't do that... God, I'm sorry, Kagami. Do I open with that shit? No. I'm gonna be nice. And I mean, they do see each other a lot. You know what would be hilarious to me? I'm gonna go around clockwise like this. The last thing I'll ask before I fucking ask what his name is we see each other a lot, don't we? Because I just think that's fucking hilarious. No, what's your name? Nicholas?
No, nothing so far.
You have family?
No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Uncle.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
I like this! They're becoming friendos.
Hey, now you're talking.
Hey!
You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation.
Nice for holding him to it, Aiba.
I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Wait, why would Boss even get, like, it's not like his pay is her responsibility. I mean, it's probably her responsibility to get it to him, but like, why would he not want Boss to see that so much? I'm actually confused about that.
Aw, lame.
Would she lecture him about
A video camera and
spending that much
laptop.
money?
This is what the criminal used to stream.
I didn't mean, like, I had to click back onto the screen for a second after I did some other things on my other monitor, and I just ended up clicking the laptop instead of Kagami again, or else I would have continued with Kagami right now.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
We see each other a lot, don't we?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances.
Yeah!
Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Or we can be gay, and then it could be the start of something. Have you considered that? Embrace the bi. It's great.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
So what's your name?
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Like, many times.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Wait, what?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name.
Sorry, Kagami.
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables, something like 6 letters long.
Yeah. Correct and correct.
You remember all that, but not my name?
I think he's been jerking your chain for at least most of this, and probably...
You still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllable Kodaka.
Nice reference. I love that, considering... Isn't Kodaka the Danganronpa guy and is involved with this series somehow? I think I know I'm pretty sure he's the... Yeah, he's the Danganronpa guy. And I know that he's related to Spike Chun. I know he's in Spike Chunsoft, just like Uchikoshi is, so... Yeah. Nice reference to one of the most famous people. In fact, probably the most famous person, because Danganronpa is huge in the entirety of Spike Chunsoft.
Right?
Not even close. Do you want me to just...
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with Ka, 3 syllables.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kanaiza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
The name is Kanaiza. Probably between June 22nd and July 22nd. Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? It's my friend Kanaiza. And you can't even... Well, now we have his name wrong. Must be Oda's blood. That's where he was just stabbed and went down.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Worked at the stops, looks like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning. Considering Iris was found under that thing, or in the claw thing, or whatever it was, it's significant, but how though? Hook is hanging from the ceiling crane.
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see. 3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
I wonder what that one... The fact it hasn't been moved has always been pointed out, but... And this one, like, is completely irrelevant, so... But what does that mean, dude? Especially because if it was moved, it could have been used for something. But, like, because it wasn't, like, why is it being there and frozen important at all? Any progress in the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Yeah, that's a pretty common thing that's been happening in specifically relation to this warehouse in this game. I've noticed that. Much gold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires.
Oh, neat.
That keeps me warm.
Nice.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Hell yeah. Good. Yay, I love Uchikoshi's technology, because I also love just shoving random cool technology in my writings. Because I've noticed that Uchikoshi has a similar proclivity. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I asked the cop on the scene, he said there wasn't anything special in them. There's a dark spot over there. Wait, what? Shadows on the left catch my eye. The left. Oh, huh? Oh, we haven't used that in a while. Oh.
Huh, there's something there.
You should go pick it up.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate.
Huh.
You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki. But eventually, you got hooked on
That's
them.
cute.
Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
But isn't the thing of, like, being super cold making you sneeze? Or, like, catch a cold? Isn't that, like, just a frickin' myth? Alright, well, like I said, this was... Let's go interrogate So and get nothing out of him, yay. And then go get yelled at by an old woman, yay. I'm really afraid about what's gonna happen after that, because right now, all we have is this investigation. I'm pretty sure something else is gonna happen after we're done investigating. We'll see.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
I love how he's not trying to, like, call the cops on a cop, because I think he knows he's allowed to be here. I think he knows he should have a warrant, right? Or wait, if he doesn't have a warrant for So right now, I have questions. That seems dumb if he doesn't have a warrant. It seems like another dumb excuse to not reveal plot information to Uchikoshi. We'll see, though. There's an arch-shaped stone bridge over the pond. There's a big dickhead that's gonna make it even more difficult to get anything out of this dickhead. As per usual. I'm not gonna ask him fucking shit until we're done trying to ask So anything, because he's gonna say less than him, because he's paid partly for that. In fact, I bet he's paid for that more than for freaking protecting him. Because there's probably a whole lot of secrets So is trying to keep right now. That's been pretty damn clear. So, about the fact that we found you at a fucking Kumakura base of operations. A fucking...
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because people have perfectly legitimate relationships with gangsters, yeah. Because that makes any sense.
Hey, Aiba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning?
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Yeah, sure, you totally were sleeping because, well, there was that one time where you went to the motherfucking warehouse by yourself, and that's nice and sus.
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it.
No, Iris Sagan?
I don't. Who is that?
Yeah, you definitely don't know. Even though you had a dream about her.
This girl. Do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
You lie and
I detect
second.
no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
That's really sus. What? He's probably just really good at lying. That's been proposed before. So I'll just assume that. But yeah, this plot's becoming an even thicker boy. I mean, I was expecting nothing less from Uchikoshi. Things are a lot less straightforward than I thought they would have to be at this point, but Uchikoshi's really good at doing that.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Yeah, so is feeding the koi in the pond.
Look, Aiba. A giant salamander.
Mr. Seijima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
There are many koi in the pond as well as a salamander. Big moss ball. No, actually, it's a well-manicured tree. It's been a topiary. It's not a big moss ball. Uchikoshi really likes pointing out that things look like other things. It's kind of funny and endearing. I like it. The garden stone is a small island in the center of the pond. The garden lantern.
Well, that is strange. Why is Reika from the cabaret club over there?
Wait, what? What is she doing?
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
Did she just want to remind him of his failure? Is that what that was? It's cruel AI. Why you do this? I actually love the music here. I've always loved this kind of Japanese music. It's always just very badass and cool and, like, serene at the same time. Alright, well, I guess all we can do is get nothing out of this asshole right now. So I'm not even gonna say these.
Congressman Seijima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
because he didn't mention it. But, you know.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
No. It actually is particularly not enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off.
Well, that's convenient.
There is no image data for the past few days.
That's extremely convenient. That was definitely on purpose, because he knows he has a lot to hide right now.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Yeah.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Seijima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
He's got a gun, right? Yeah.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
And in Japan, that's a little bit more of a big deal. Well, I mean, it's always a big deal if someone has a loaded gun, but what I mean is, in America, a bodyguard having a gun is probably more common. I would imagine, anyway. It's a lot easier to legally get a gun in America, basically. I know that much.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
Yeah, see, because...
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
That's true.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Time to get yelled at, yay.
Who might you be?
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Did she forget him? I think we've talked to her before in any room. So don't quote me on that.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
No, maybe he hasn't ever got to her yet. Packing? What?
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital?
Did she have dementia or something?
My boy's fine.
Excuse me, what?
You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
I think she has dementia. I've been a little suspicious about this for a while, because my mother has dementia. I just kind of had some feelings that she might have it. Especially because, okay, so for one thing, at one point we talked to her about her husband, and she said something like, oh, he comes and goes whenever he pleases, but we've never seen her husband. So I have a feeling that he's dead, and she has dementia, because I think she's old enough to have it. In fact, I know for a fact she must be old enough to have it. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you don't really have to be all that old for it. There might even be some fringe cases of 4 years or something, but all I know is that my mom was only 60-something when she got what is called early onset dementia, because normally it's going to be later than when she started to get it, but not in her case, obviously. About that photo.
Oh, this?
As Mizuki turned the photo.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small.
Yeah, see, we have not seen this man.
I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden.
Huggy.
But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns, so they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yeah.
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Wait, the chocolate might be from Oda, so let's see about that. Let's be sure I decided to ask Mayumi about the Odoroki Man chocolate I found in the warehouse. Took it out of my pocket to show her.
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
I have a feeling that she won't, because of the you can do this stuff in any order thing.
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too.
Although, that's interesting.
When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it.
Part of me feels like that you will need to investigate things in certain orders to go forward in some ways, because this couldn't have happened if I went here before the warehouse, right? But I'm pretty sure that you can go here before the warehouse. How can you be the best at collecting things? That's not really a skill.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
I don't even know what that is, but that makes sense. His face is very strange. I feel like that's mean as hell to say about a dead man, but I feel like I had to say it. But yeah, I think she has dementia. That would explain forgetting about Ota being in the hospital.
What? What is going on here?
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Yeah. She has dementia.
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes. A very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me. And he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light.
Definitely sounds... I was about to say in line with how stupid Ota is, but, like, there's at least some specific things he's really knowledgeable about, like police procedure and such.
So stubborn. So stupidly honest. Ah, that's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Oh...
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue.
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Yeah, as someone whose mom also has dementia, I think he's pretty good at writing it, because, like, I could tell.
Dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Matsushita Diner has been closed
Holy
for
fucking
8 years.
shit. I had a feeling it must have been something like that.
Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming. And then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Oof, man. This is a little bit unrealistic. Kind of, sort of, but not really. If she's that gone, like that removed from reality, she should probably be more incoherent than she is, because that's how my mom's been for a while now. So, the fact that she's able to form complete sentences more of the time, but is this removed from reality, is what I would say is the not accurate thing about her dementia, but I still notice the signs well enough that what I'm guessing is Uchikoshi did some research, because it really does seem like he's very, very into learning about all sorts of interesting real-world things and then putting them in his games. Because of just all the real-world stuff that is thrown in his games like a soup. But I think that dementia is one of those things he doesn't have any particular experience with, thank fuck, because you don't want to see anyone you know going through that shit, okay? Like, trust me on that. She's unrealistically coherent for her level of removal from reality, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, there's a reason I figured this. That she has it, I mean. That's fun. Anyway, and we stood and went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Hey, I'm chilling in the seat. I always love this, particularly for some reason. Yeah, Date would be tired right now, wouldn't he?
Likely because you haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this busy.
If my body were made of flesh, I would offer my lap as a pillow.
That's cute.
What? You can't say something like that out of the blue. Now it's awkward.
So, about Mayumi and her dementia.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume, but...
She might not remember.
Correct.
Well, that's convenient. Oh man, Uchikoshi's really good at finding all these ways to keep hiding the truth from us until the very moment that he wants to reveal it. Like, as much as it frustrates me, I admit that this would not be as good of a mystery game, and thus mystery story, as it is, if that wasn't the case, so... Because that's the point. But I'm just not very fond of surprises in stories, frankly. But I am, at the same time, it's complicated. Basically, it feels like a blessing and a curse at the same time. As someone who really likes to try to piece it together. Because at the end of the day, on purpose, they don't really give you enough information to really do that for most of the game. But I love trying anyway. At least for me. So about the elephant in the room.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking Seijima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's somnium?
Yeah.
some more, because yeah.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Seijima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
So yeah, if Yakuza gangs don't generally have as many guns as his bodyguards do, then he's doing some Yakuza level shit by himself. So that would explain some things, like, you know, possibly every other murder in this entire game. So I bet they're not security. They're fucking mercenaries, basically. Literally hired guns, like she said. That's what I'm thinking. I bet one of those guys killed Renju, at least. And probably also Mizuki's mom. Speaking of which, by the way...
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
Any other information?
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
Oh?
Fingerprints were found on it.
Oh?
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
Well, that sort of makes sense. Man, I'm so... Okay. There's no fucking way, right? There's no way she's the polar bear costume person. That doesn't make any sense at all. Wait a fuck... If anyone would want to kill Iris... No. They want you to think that. That ain't it. No, it's so...
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s.
We know she went after them, but I don't think she...
8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Yeah, same. Especially with
Allow me
these
to
two cars.
summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown.
They went together, but...
All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night, and that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
But will he, though? Please, because we have too many questions about what the fuck happened.
He's out of treatment?
He'd be the one that would know shit. Because his mom has dementia and Iris is a contomophobe. But is he gonna fucking spill anything?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah, we're gonna see Boss in person. I was excited for more Boss.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Alright, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Let's get right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation. Or maybe it was because he saved... Yeah, I'm thinking it's that.
Yeah, sure.
Back to the big crux of the problem, because who stabbed you is probably the same person that did everything. In fact, that might have been the same knife that they used to get her eye out, or whatever they used for that.
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No, whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
Yeah, that's been pretty clear. Did you hear about Iris?
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
Considering most of what Oda's done this entire time, and also the fact that They died when we didn't get there the first time. I'm not liking how much the game is sucking Oda's dick right now, basically.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only person you care about is her, dude.
It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Yeah, I was about to say. Because, like, people put all sorts of shit in ramen, although I love garlic, so I would probably put that in ramen.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. There is no denying that he saved her life, but again, I feel like I have to keep reiterating, of course he saved Iris's life. Would he have saved Mizuki if she was in the same situation? I fucking hope so, but I don't think so. So that's the big problem I have with him. And LCD TV.
Hey, Date, when are you planning on leaving? The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
Good stuff? Oh, like porn. Like late night sexy things? I'm guessing. Yeah, that would make sense.
Is it a bedside table when you move it away from the bed?
I suppose then it's just a table.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
I was like, what walk? Where? Yeah, okay.
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
Considering he already did it once in a different life, or whatever...
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
I don't get that reference. I don't know who Ganesha is. Yeah, so about that fucking thing and about why you even were so adamant about protecting her and whatever and what the hell warehouse shit was about and everything. I bet it all relates to whatever that thing is.
Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake account. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
Please, God, give me any fucking information. Please. Game.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after. This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Like, Renju's car? Wait, what?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. But even more fishy is it's Renju's car and he fucking died. And also, we know that she's a little in the brain.
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, you're kind of, obviously lying there, Iris.
Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh! Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand.
That's real sus, dude. What happened? And why? My first thought is why is because I think he might have realized that he was gonna die and wanted to save himself somehow, or who knows? Well, we'll see. I'll see what theories I have when she says what it is. What happened? Oh, you know, okay. He didn't say it because it was to protect her somehow, but we'll see. I'll probably figure why he didn't say this whenever this scene is done. but that'll probably come up anyway, right?
I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you. After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing.
Yeah, it was something to protect Iris that's been the common thread with him.
And idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
A window. Yes, poor idols, man. Any normal human being asks thing they do wrong, they're gonna get more backlash for it than most people, because they're supposed to be perfect in particular. Fuck that, dude. Well, that's just standing on the other side of the bed. And, like, Japanese society is already like that, so idols just get the extreme end of that. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. And, like, from random people that don't even really know them, too. Like, but act like they do. And oftentimes probably more or less act like they're her frickin' boyfriends when they're not. Especially in regards to everything she does wrong, like they're cheating on him. I kinda doubt he knows much more about it, but, well, it's still an option, so.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renji together.
Summary.
They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car.
Alone, so...
What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
Honestly, yeah. But... I mean... Why would she kill him? But my answer to that is brain tumor, so I don't think it's the most improbable thing. At least because insanity. Especially if something...
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer.
But what I'm thinking is that they're using the eyes thing to disguise that it's multiple people. Like, So or his bodyguards, or several of his bodyguards, maybe by themselves.
And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
Yeah, so about your mom.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu.
Okay. But what's with the two cars?
I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on,
Okay! Okay, so Polar Gear... Okay, here we go. Polar Bear costume mofo. Kidnapped her. That's... And then, okay, here we go.
The station wagon, right?
At least that confusion is over with.
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station
Considering he
wagon.
saved her life, fair. I mean, he did do that. But... Only reason So left is, I think, because he realized there was a car approaching. Or, again, I'm assuming So. I'm actually thinking it's more plausibly one of his bodyguards now. And I have a feeling they've been doing all these killings.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere.
Either that or the Yakuza people. Like, the Yakuza people and So's bodyguards are the most suspicious right now, as far as the people that actually did the crimes. But both parties, as far as, like, the Yakuza chairman and So are probably involved in the planning of such things. That's what I'm thinking right now.
I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought, after I hit you...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
but that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why's that so important?
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water.
Okay.
You know the rest.
That's how he found it. Honestly, he is smart, dude. At least he used it for a good reason now, but he did a lot of crimes and at least one. No, definitely two. Assault and also fucking Grand Theft Auto, dude. Like, you should probably be doing some time or something for that shit. After running into the warehouse.
Did you see
I
me
say
turn
that,
off the
but
saw?
again, Iris, man, like, it was pretty justified-ish at the time, but, like, but only because Iris probably would have died otherwise.
Yeah, but everything after that was off-screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while, and we got tangled up, and then, before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on.
But why? Why lie about this? It can't be Iris. So... Oh god, please don't tell me it could be his mom.
After all this, what is he trying to hide?
I really hope that's not what this is about, because that's...
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
She followed after them. She hates Iris. This is really looking bad for Mayumi. Yeah. She's not mentally sound. Really isn't looking bad for me. Really isn't looking good for Mayumi.
What do you mean?
What the fuck? Why? Oh, is that the kitchen knife?
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
But you can still get information.
Via...
Inside his head.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully, but it's always going to be vague and nebulous because dreams, but... better than nothing.
As you know,
especially better than not getting any clues at all because he's not saying shit. This is definitely the
Won't be a problem.
situation.
But are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
God, she's such a badass.
It's fine. Just get it done.
Fuck, I really think
Good
she
enough for
means
me.
the shit out of that. Because it seems like she was literally gonna make sure she got locked up for what she did. By fucking recording. As far as when she killed So, I mean, in that other... Very intrigued, Durgan! Chilling in a box. It seems to be
Can
cold
you please
as well.
take me with you?
She's a cat now.
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
The Iris antics, man.
This? Cold storage warehouse?
seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
Well, I mean, considering. What is with this music?
No, but a warehouse is a
You know what the
commonly
music
used
is
location
about?
in live-action
It
dramas.
sounds very heroic, so it's all about, I saved her, and that's what he's obsessed about right now. Of course it is. That makes a lot of sense.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on
Well, yeah, of course
Hoto's
she
case.
does. It's kind of what AIs are supposed to do. They're supposed to know the entire internet. Or at least she does. Makes sense.
See. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's...
Huh, that is really interesting. And there's the burr.
Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! Heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on, Tessa. I will save you.
Of course this is what his fucking dreams look like.
Yeah! I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit
A bit,
exaggerated.
Alright.
Because, like,
let's
I don't
help
think
reproduce the
people
memory.
can usually do flips like that. Probably, like, you know, acrobatics and dancers can do shit like that, but, like, you gotta train to do shit like that. There's no fucking way he has. Probably, I'll be honest, just like me in the sense that he sits in front of computers a lot. Which is honestly valid, because computers are life, and life is computers. At least to me. My nerd ass. Sinking in the Swain? Alright, whatever that was supposed to be. Relive Ota's memories, reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and the polar bear, save Iris, save the world!
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish
The
you!
cheesiness of this shit.
But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
Nah. Keep wanting to ask what this is, but it's very obvious what this is.
If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Small! We small as food. She vert me. I do like this song a lot. I like badass songs. And epic stuff. It's just, why does it have to be about Oda? Because it's his brain, I guess, and of course, like, Oda really does seem to have some kind of, I mean, obviously hero complex, but just a giant fucking ego, dude. And, again, he's all, like, I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm amazed at how well Uchikoshi has made me continually feel like a person that literally saved someone else's life is the most pathetic person in this entire game. That's literally what I'm thinking right now. After he did that. That is really impressive to me, that Uchikoshi managed to do that. Anyway, sortie? I kind of want to know what the fuck that's about. Okay. These times can suck my cock. I'll just try this blind first, and then I will just look it up. That's my policy at this point.
The door.
Holy shit, the amount of time 90% of this shit takes. What?
The ice on the floor is slick.
Everything's really fucking pricey. Fuck, dude. But they all give really good timies.
This is for Date! This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did the ice do to me?
I had a feeling that would get rid of it.
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
Okay, so yeah. Honestly, okay. So here's what I'll do. Unless I have no fucking clue what to do next. I would like to figure out how to do this by myself. I might have the brain for it right now, the patience I need. We'll see. Basically, I'll go on how I feel about it when I probably lose this first time. for when I look it up. If at all. I might not. At least for this first. But I don't...
Damn.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna look it up for this.
He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory. A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frost...
I have no fucking clue what to do, so... Okay. D.
D.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
What is with Japan and big breasts?
There is no end to your desire.
There really isn't.
Oh, back to
Although, it's not like I can really say anything about that.
There seems to be nothing here.
But as far as boobs, I'm not as much of a boob.
You have 3 minutes.
A tit man is. I literally called him.
An oil drum.
Yeah. Otherwise,
though it is lying down.
I'm really just... Yeah, I'm curious if I can just do this one with that. So, I might keep trying.
Acetone? Asect?
Well, that's interesting.
What is this?
Huh.
I eventually stopped thinking.
Wait, what?
That's Tessa!
What?
Stand your ground! Otomatsu Shida cowers to no one!
Okay, I got one of them.
I have to fight back with something!
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
A remote control. It fell when Ota ran into the shelf.
Oh, for the forklift. That's why the forklift's important.
Nothing is happening.
Maybe there's no power.
Ears? Throw ice at it. Why would you do this? Wait, power.
It appears to be a power panel.
Pray? Wait, what? Throw an ice.
This is an ice cold one.
Iba, aim for the switch.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
I really like this camera angle for some weird reason. God, that's trippy but cool looking to me. I don't remember to take any screenshots at all.
Now it will move! I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
I think the other branch is truer to reality
This
than
is
maybe.
annoying.
I think I might be able to do it.
Less than 1
If
minute.
I can get there in time. I'm trying, my dude. Please spot.
Here it goes. I hear some sounds, but no response. I'm not sure I should press it. Ota might need to.
Yeah, Ota.
Ota looks frightened. Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it!
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul!
Oh, okay, yeah, there's more to this than I think we're running out of time. Oh, or maybe this is the end. We'll see. I'd be really proud if I did do no like this. Perhaps literally first try, but, well, for one of the two branches, that probably won't be important. I have a feeling every single branch is important for the true ending. Of every single one.
Date, you've hit the limit! Time's up!
Wait! I can almost make out their face!
Pewter, force shutdown!
Stop! Stop it!
It's his mom. So, well, I was about to say somehow. Well, because she has dementia and hates Iris, it's her mom. It's his mom. I hope not. Or, well, again, what if they just want you to think it? Yeah, it makes too much sense if it's poor fucking Mayumi. Which, you know. I don't blame her. Dementia fucks with your whole everything. There's probably a lot of people with dementia that have done a lot of horrible shit, and it really isn't them anymore. It's their jumbled excuse for a consciousness at that point that did whatever the fuck they did, so...
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal. Although, the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part, but as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
If it's that knife, that ain't looking good. And I think he knows.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course that knife was gonna be a murder weapon, or a weapon, right? Or, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. They somehow got Mayumi's knife. Whoever they is. And I'm saying, obviously, in that case, it isn't her. But, put it up. Stuff with mysterious mushroom. You doing drugs there, computer? There's a lot of weird shit you find in here, and just in, like, every room if you really keep doing this stuff. Wait, so it used to be BL manga, now it's mysterious mushrooms? He's into some interesting hobby. Monitor, let's start with Ota. About the hook in the polar bear's leg.
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you, I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
Again, the Yakuza and everything.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said.
I do, though.
They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss Computer. So, about the fucking knife.
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
Okay. I don't blame him, frankly. But, like, considering his history of assaulting Date, I think,
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it, like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
Jesus Christ, fuck you. I mean, honestly, I was about to say he doesn't either, but he at least goes out and does a lot of stuff. I don't know.
I have more experience than you.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
Wait, what? What's this?
What?
Is that exactly what I just said?
Date,
what's going on?
What is the matter?
What the fuck? Oh, he did stay in there for too long? But his brainwaves were normal.
Date!
So what?
Are you alright?
Happened? What the fuck? Huh. That's really... But I think it has something to do with the Somnium. I thought it was going to end there, but no, okay. At least for now. Give me a frickin' another block, another wall.
Hey, this is...
Oh, you're alive.
Mizuki.
I love her. Oh, you're not dead. Cool. I love her, man. Oh, you're not dead. That's good.
What happened?
Very Mizuki thing to say, I feel like.
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Wait, is that what she was told? But, well, I mean, Boss doesn't want to involve her in this, and probably didn't have the jurisdiction to say anything anyway, right? So, like...
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you?
Wait, she does know about the Abyss? She does know about the Abyss stuff? Yeah, I figured it had something to do with that, but I didn't think she knew anything about the Abyss stuff.
Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over.
Okay, so she didn't, okay. It was just a joke, but that's probably a thing Date has done many times, so that's probably why she said that.
They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
More bonding, she's worried about him, this is really cute. So what's up with Oda?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced, and about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
So that explains that a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about Scoop.
I'm off today.
Why? Today's Tuesday, you should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
I see.
I don't think he's insensitive, he's just kind of really awkward about things of this nature. And I feel that one. Did Boston Pewter say anything?
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
Yeah.
I detect no noticeable damage to your
Thank
brain.
God, but what the fuck? Especially because apparently his brainwaves were normal and then all of a sudden... Like, what?
You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
What the fuck, though? That's really cute, because that used to be his bed, but he just calls it Mizuki's bed now. I mean, that is what... For all intents and purposes, it is now, but still. Time to get back to it, then, I guess.
Hey, will you take me with you?
Oh, cute. Please, please, please.
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
Please!
No. You
I'll
stay
take you,
here.
Please, just let me have more Mizuki time, please. I love her.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy.
Hug.
Date, please.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years, but clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
Hey!
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the... She's actually fucking smiling. And saying shit like this and being sincere. Who is this girl? God, I love her. Now, you can tell how much it means to her, because she never fucking smiles.
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Date, I must admit, I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Alright, I'm really curious as to, like, what the hell might be going on here, but, this is a perfect place to stop. So, like, comment, subscribe, y'all, and I hope y'all are having a pretty damn good Christmas season. I am, and like me, I hope that you have something to just keep working on in your life that you're just really passionate about. And if not, I hope you find that, because I love life, man. And a lot of it's because I just really want to keep growing this channel and also working on some other stuff that I'm really passionate about. And I'm so happy to be alive, man, because of a lot of these things. Because of many things. And many people. And it's awesome. And I hope that if y'all aren't in a similar place right now, that you will be soon. I think getting there really just takes a lot of inner engineering, basically. But that anyone can do it. So I believe in y'all, and I hope y'all are having wonderful ones, and I will see you next time. Hell yeah! I feel like I'm getting much more succinct about my trying to put a meaningful message at the end of my videos. Stuff feels good, man. Anyway, yeah, see you next time, friends. Woohoo!